I'm Randy. I'm a certified registered nurse anesthetist, and these are my stats to get into CRNA school. But first, if you're into CRNA content and want to see more, make sure you check out my next video. If you want more information on CRNA program, make sure you like, subscribe, and share this. If you haven't seen any of my previous videos, you know that I went back to school to get a accelerated Bachelor's of Science in Nursing. My previous 2 degrees, which include an accounting degree and a finance degree, was done prior to my nursing degree while I was in the military. I also have a degree in health science as well. Now, the reason I chose those 2 degrees prior to my nursing degree is because I wanted to be in investment banking or do like mergers and acquisition in corporate America. That didn't really work out, so I kind of moved on into the nursing field after I found out what a CRNA do for a living. Once I made up my mind and decided I wanted to pursue nursing and become a CRNA, I went ahead and started taking prerequisites to get into nursing school. I needed to take hard science courses, so I took hard science courses while I was on active duty in the military. I took Chem 1, Chem 2, Anatomy Physiology 1, Anatomy Physiology 2, Microbiology, along with a lab. And my GPA for those classes were a 3.89. I got a B in microbiology lab, so it wasn't a 4.0. Couple that with, I also took biology and physics with my past 2 degrees. I applied to nursing school, got in, and I knew that in order for me to go to CRNA school, I will have to do the best I can in nursing school. So I studied hard. I did kind of mess up my first semester in nursing school, but that's not the end of the ball game. You just refocus, readjust, and drive on. So once I focus and narrow down my study patterns, I managed to leave nursing school with a 3.59 GPA. And I used that in conjunction with my prior bachelor's degree to apply to CRNA school. Now, when you apply to CRNA school, they typically take the cumulative average of all of your classes you taken and come up with your GPA. Now remember, a lot of CRNA programs, they take your cumulative GPA. That means your bachelor's of nursing degree, your science classes, and any other previous degrees you had prior to nursing school. So if you plan on going to CRNA school, make sure you focus on your studies early on. That way you know that you're going to be good to go, at least that portion of your CRNA application. I want you guys to remember, GPA is just one of the indicators they look at when you're applying to CRNA school. They look at your job experience and extracurricular activities you do outside of the hospital and in the hospital, leadership experience and things like that factor into your application when you apply to CRNA school. Let me not forget GRE. Now, I know a lot of programs are moving away from the GRE because it's not really indicative of how well you're going to do in graduate school, especially because we're adult learners now. But there's still a fair amount of schools, probably more than half, that do take the GRE. So I do recommend taking it. Me personally, I had to take the GRE twice. Now, the reason I had to take the GRE twice is because I didn't study first time for the GRE. I totally forgot I had to take the GRE. And then I was outside of the reschedule window, so I was like, screw it, let me go ahead and take it, see how I do. I went and took it. I totally got destroyed by the GRE, you guys. I got destroyed by the GRE. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to take it again. So I signed up right away once I got my test scores back. But I gave myself 6 months to study. So I studied. I used the course Magoosh, and I studied in my free time at work, downtime. Make sure you study in downtime and at home. Retook the GRE, and I got a 304 on the GRE. Now, a lot of programs want you to score right around the 300 mark to get into their program. I've seen a lot of schools take students with higher GRE scores. I've seen programs take students with less uh, lower scores. So really, you want to shoot for right in the middle of the pack. And really, that's just to meet some weird box they got to check off at the program for you having the GRE. So don't sweat it. Take time, study, take the GRE. Also, take the CCRN. I recommend you guys take the CCRN as soon as you finish your 1 year of ICU experience if you plan to go to CCRN. Because all you need is a year of ICU experience to take the CCRN. And most of the CCRN is stuff that you see in everyday practice. So don't be afraid of the CCRN. Go take it. In my opinion, you should take the GRE within the first year of working in the ICU. And then you don't need as much study time to take the CCRN, more so than the GRE. So, just to recap, my stats for CRNA school. I had a 3.59 nursing school degree GPA. My science GPA was 3.89. My GRE score was 304. Plus, I had the CCRN. Also, I had 4 years of ICU experience.